Okay, so what can you learn today? Let's talk about learning from, guess who? Mr. LeBron James when it comes to investing in the stock market. I bet you probably never thought that if you watch closely to things that are happening around you, you can learn a lot. So, besides shooting free throws, dunking on people, and winning dunk contests, and being arguably the best player ever in NBA history, LeBron James, through his recent moves, can teach you a couple of things that you can apply towards your own personal investment approach. And by the way, I think Kobe Bryant or one of those great Lakers, well, now that LeBron's a Laker, maybe he can get it as well. I was going to say maybe one of them were a little bit better, but now that he's part of the Laker family, maybe he'll get that mark. But anyway, let's talk about the money side of things. Oftentimes, especially for people of color, we're chasing unicorns, right? We want the latest and greatest, get rich quick. We're late to the game when it comes to Bitcoin and carrot bars and everything to make money fast, right? But just think about it. If LeBron had that same approach, I guess maybe 15 or 16 years ago, when he got approached by Nike, Adidas, and Reebok. Imagine if he had the same get rich quick approach. How many of you could turn down close to $30 million? Well, that's exactly what LeBron did when he decided that he would partner with Nike instead of Reebok. He gave up close to $30 million. Now let's look at that several years later. Soon to be, LeBron will be retiring, and his next deal with Nike will be well close to or at least $1 billion. Imagine that. So LeBron has used his basketball talent, his physical talent, to make tremendous moves when it comes to, investing. So Nike is just one of the things, though. We know Dre and Beats and so forth. LeBron made a cool close to, I think, 40 or 50 million, something like that, when Dre sold Beats to Apple. Other things. Instead of going and taking the easy money from McDonald's, LeBron invested in I think something called Blaze Pizza, another tens of millions of dollars. So the idea here is just to not invest in the same things that LeBron is investing in, but more so focus on patience. The best way to get rich quick is to get rich slow. All right? Take fewer risk, take calculated risk, right? If you're not taking any risk, that means you're, I guess, just sitting with your money under a mattress, which technically you are taking risks at that point because there's something called inflation that is eroding your money. But that's more technical talk, which, I don't want to get into at this point. But instead, focus on what LeBron did even as a young kid. He had good advisors around him. Even one of his good friends, I think his name's Maverick or something along those lines, have been helpful in helping LeBron make intelligent investment choices. But you could do the same thing when it comes to patience. I always talk about opening your eyes and seeing what's right around you. Many of you, if you go in your kitchen and look around, you'll have plenty of options to invest in. And what do I mean? Open up your refrigerator, open up your cabinets. What are the things that you're buying? Pull them out, look on the back of them, and see who makes them. Now, because you're investing in them doesn't mean you're going to make 10, 20, 30, 40 million like LeBron, but the American dream is definitely achievable. It's not a stretch that with consistent investments over time, even little amounts of money, that you can achieve well over $1 million in a portfolio. I know it. I have clients who represent what 30 and 40 years of investing looks like on a $30,000 a year salary in today's money, and how just compound interest and good habits over time allow you to change the trajectory of your legacy or your children's children by giving them a step up as far as life is concerned. So let's think about that. So the topic of today is patience. So be patient. I thank you for being patient and listening to this little smack upside the head, to get you, or kick in the butt to get you in gear. But, it's time that people focus on the things that matter. And what does matter is your ability to take and not spend money at Starbucks. No knock against Starbucks, great company. But to instead make sure you're setting funds aside for yourself and future generations. And the lesson from LeBron James is just that everything quick isn't always what's best long term. So think long term and be patient. Your boy, your friend, Lamar Gunn. See you soon.